Hello, BooTube. I'm actually not feeling quite well for the past couple of days. That's the reason why I'm still behind. I'm doing Black Lightning episode, season 1, episode 1 right now. Look at all that note I put. Okay, I'm actually. And yes, this is a tablet. I literally wrote this shit in a tablet. I wrote this shit on a tablet. I'm trying here. Work and me being sick does not help. It really doesn't. Anyway, Black Lightning, season 1, episode 1, titled Resurrection. And yes, for the Filipinos out there, it's the shape of a chicken. It kind of looks like the Adidas logo, but it's the shape of a chicken. And instead of Adidas, it's a chicken that says adobo. If you're a Filipino, you will understand. But anyway, I'm telling you, when you're sick or in pain and it's so bad that you become seriously delirious, this is what happens. Anyway, the Resurrection, which is Black Lightning season 1, episode 1. From what I remember, I believe the beginning of the episode is I'm sorry, that is literally my tablet going off right now. Maximilian Dude! Shout out to Maximilian Dude. He is currently playing Monster Hunter. And my phone! Oh my god, it's dying and everything. Oh my god. Anyway, Jefferson Pierce. Shut up! Anyway, Jefferson Pierce, who is our main guy. If you guys don't know who Black Lightning's actual real name is, it's actually Jefferson Pierce. I'm not gonna get too much into it because you guys should already know who he is. If you guys don't know him because he's like a B-lister hero, shame on you. But anyway, Jefferson Pierce, he's apparently waiting what looks like to be a police station with, I want to say, his youngest daughter, who is played by Disney Channel's own former Disney Channel star, China Anne McClain. But anyway, he's with his youngest daughter, who is named Jennifer, which I think is awesome. Apparently, his eldest daughter, Anissa, was arrested for apparently protesting. And that tends to happen, you know, sometimes protesters, when they protest, instead of, like, peacefully letting them go, they straight up or just arrest them, right? But anyway, Jefferson Pierce, from what we see here, he's pretty much a retired superhero, and now he's a school principal. And as he's driving, you know, he picked up his daughter Anissa alongside with his youngest. He gets pulled over. He gets pulled over and stuff, and they're like, and of course the daughter's like, hey, leave him alone. And at one point, the youngest daughter, Jennifer, tries to get out of the car, and pretty much one of the two cops, because there's like at least 2 cops, I think, pretty much kicks the door at her, and she gets pushed back in. I'm like, dude, that is effed up already. But basically, they pulled him over because apparently there was some sort of crime happening, because they arrested him and everything, and they took him to the back seat of the window to the back seat of the cop car, and there's this Asian lady back there, and he was like, is this the culprit? And she's just shaking her head, right? He's like, having a good day and everything. So apparently he was pretty much pulled over, accused of a crime he didn't do because he was black. And so, that already raised so many huge flags with people who viewed this episode, because it's like, a lot of people were triggered. A lot of people were triggered by this because, quite frankly, we do deal with this in real life. Like, instantly some cops, they would pull over some random black person because they all have to be committing a crime, right? And it's like, a lot of people were triggered. I was even partially triggered by this because I was like, are you for real? This guy, literally, you're accusing him of a crime. If he was the culprit, why the hell would he be driving down with 2 girls, his 2 daughters in the car? I mean, don't you think if someone committed a crime, they'd be racing out somewhere by themselves? Not a man who's wearing a suit and tie and has his 2 daughters in the car. Really? So I understand why, of course, I am so sorry about that, guys. I understand why Jefferson Pierce was pissed off. I understand why some of the viewers of this episode were pissed off, because it's painfully true. We've dealt with this in real life. That's what makes people so triggered by this. And I also cannot blame Jefferson Pierce for being pissed off to the point where he was triggering his powers a little bit. He didn't go like full Black Lightning and stuff, but his powers were triggered, his eyes were glowing, and like stuff was like not working, like the lights in the car weren't working, all that. I understand that because it's like he got pulled over because he's black. Not even putting logic into it. You know, it's like he literally said, "So your suspect is a man in a suit and tie driving his daughters out and out." It's like, really? Horrible cops, man. They're not gonna lie to you, this show's making cops look really bad. I'm just saying, because not all cops, I know for a fact, not all cops are bad. Okay, it's just they're seriously making them look bad, but at the same time, like, this has happened in real life. Some cops are kind of racist, you know. So I'm not gonna get too much into that. But anyway, if I remember correctly, there's a scene where Anissa, this is at school, and Anissa goes to the bathroom to see her younger sister Jennifer, and one of Jennifer's friends, they're all getting ready, they look like they're gonna go clubbing, right? And, basically, she pretty much lies, you know, she's like, "You've been in that household, you know what it is, I gotta get out of here," right? And it's like, "Don't worry, it's gonna be a small house party." What the hell does she do? She's in a damn club. She's pumping away at a club, in a skimpy looking semi-skimpy outfit. It's not that bad. I've seen skimpier outfits. But yeah, she's in a somewhat skimpy outfit. She's smoking shit, and she's with this dude that's obviously not a good dude, right? He's obviously not right? He's obviously one of those bad boy types. And apparently the club she's in is apparently run by gang members that are from this gang called the 100, which is pretty much the main baddies right now in this show. And the guy she's with, his name is Will. And apparently, according to, if I remember in the episode, she literally just met the dude. She doesn't know him or anything. From what I remember and understand, she met the guy in the club. And the guy's already putting territories like, "My girl," and all that stuff. When they got taken to the back room where the main dude of the 100's there, who apparently his name is Lala. It's like, I'm not gonna lie to you, dude needs a better... If that's his real name, I feel bad for you. If that is a nickname, you need to get a better nickname, because that is a stupid nickname, I'm not gonna lie to you. But what really triggered me, though, is like, Lala's like, "Hey, Will, you got some debts to pay, so why don't you just, let me borrow you, let's have some fun with your girl, you know, so you can pay off your debt." So basically, I don't want to, get marked for this, but pretty much hoeing her out, right? It's like, we'll take your girl as payment, and it's like, no. I draw the line in that shit. And I agree with, that girl Jennifer. She's like, "I ain't doing that for no one," right? I love her reaction to him, though. She basically went up to him, was like, "I thought you were cute until I found out you were someone's..." Oh my god, that reaction was priceless. And when she punched him in the gut, I was like, I agreed with Lala. Clapping and laughing, because that Will had it coming. But, of course, Jefferson finds out Jennifer is at a club and pretty much goes to get her, causing a ruckus with the 100 because, you know, the 100 pretty much shoot guns out. There's, like, pretty much a gunfire thing going on there. Which, of course, Jefferson beats the crap out of them. And as everyone's escaping the club, he's still in his suit and tie, by the way. He leaves, and all of a sudden, again, cops are there. And they're telling him to put your hands up. He does put his hands up. And although you can't really hear it that well, because they kind of like, I wouldn't say blur it out, but one of the two cops that has a taser, they both have tasers, literally said, I don't remember what I don't know if they said, "Put your hands on your head," but at one point, he's like, "Black man," or something like that, something similar to his race. And I saw it, I heard a little bit, I was like, damn, triggered. He was triggered. He held back last time, but this time he just straight up electrified them all, knocked their asses down, and pretty much set the damn car on fire. And I was like, he needed that. This is like the second run-in with a cop, and the first time he got into a run-in, he even mentioned that he's had run-ins with cops again beforehand. So, we've only seen 2 run-ins with cops already, and they obviously did not turn out very well. But anyway, after, of course, like, before he knocks them out, he ends up getting tasered by both of them, to the point where he actually goes to what looks like a shop, And this guy named Gamby, apparently he's a mentor and a friend to Jefferson Pierce. He sees Black Lightning, our dear Jefferson, knocked out in his store. So obviously Jefferson ended up in the store and passed out. And he's all encouraging him, become Black Lightning again, right? But, Jefferson's refusing because apparently back then, the reason why he retired is because he promises his now ex-wife, Lynn, that he would not be Black Lightning again because mainly he wants to reconcile with her and have his wife back, right? And I understand that. He's a family man. He loves his daughters. He just wants his ex-wife back because he obviously still loves her. So in order to try to, get her back, he's trying to compromise, which is probably why he did, early retirement, right? Because if you're, a significant other to a superhero, of course, and you're not a superhero yourself, it can get kind of difficult, I'm not saying that I know what they're feeling, but it's just imagine if you don't have powers, you're not a hero or anything, but your significant other is. You worry about their asses every day, you wonder if they're dead in a ditch somewhere. So I can't really blame his ex-wife Lynn for wanting her now ex-husband to give that up and shit. Anyway, Will comes back. He starts stalking poor Jen at her school, and Anissa interferes and actually beats the crap out of Will to the point where she flips him over, and it's beautiful and graceful. I love that shit. But of course, Will's pissed off, and he even freaking gets up and tries to get a gun that he has hidden underneath his shirt to the point where Jefferson stops him, saying, "Hey, I know you're on parole. Dude, you start a gun shooting here at a school, your ass is in for life. Hell, if the cops get here, they're just gonna shoot you just for the fun of it because he's black, right?" He even made a point of that. It's dude, you're black. They're just gonna shoot you for fun, right? But anyway, at one point, I think, if I remember correctly, Will comes back with some friends, some backup, and pretty much kidnaps Jennifer, and of course Anissa tries to interfere and ends up getting kidnapped as well. And they end up taking them to a motel called the Seahorse Motel. Despite, Will agreeing with agreeing with Jefferson, okay, but I'll leave. He came back anyways, kidnapped both girls. Of course, Jefferson hears this, and he's with, of course, his ex-wife, because it's their daughters. And Lynn pretty much frees Jefferson of that promise, because Jefferson's about to go back to get daughters, right? And she's like, go get our daughters. So basically, she's relieving him of the promise so they could rescue the daughters, because he needs to be Black Lightning to rescue their girls, right? And I realize I'm actually running out of time, so I'll see you in pretty much, I want to say part 2, probably 1.5. So I will see you later. Bye.